The day I got divorced, I unexpectedly inherited $12 million. My ex-wife's eyes were red as she clutched the divorce papers, like they were her last lifeline. My heart skipped a beat. I reflexively grabbed my wallet. Just kidding. Not a penny of that alimony was going her way. 3 days in the hospital, and I finally accepted reality. I, Ryan Carter, an ordinary college student, had somehow ended up in an over-the-top romance novel, as the villain. The selfish, spoiled rich kid everyone hated. In this world, I was the son of a real estate tycoon, pampered since birth and specialized in tormenting others. On my first day at Westbrook University, I set my sights on the most popular girl on campus, Emily Lawson, and pursued her relentlessly, using every trick to coerce her into dating me. Emily came from an ordinary family. Her father was deaf, her mother hospitalized with kidney disease, and she herself had juggled multiple jobs to support them. Out of obligation, she reluctantly agreed to be with me. Over the next 5 years, she became a successful young entrepreneur, while our marriage slowly fell apart. She grew distant, emotionally, and I, blinded by pride, didn't notice. That is, until my jealousy got the better of me. I shoved her college crush, Nathan Wells, down the stairs, breaking his leg. That was the final straw. Emily filed for divorce, and then I had an accident. She didn't visit until the 3rd day, tossing the divorce papers onto my hospital bed. "Brian, are you out of your mind?" Her voice was ice cold, her eyes filled with disdain. Even just for a moment, seeing her face again made my heart pound. I glanced at the papers. My inheritance was right there, staring me in the face. My pulse quickened. Wow! I was rich. I end the story. My character had wealth but wasted it all, leaving my brother Lucas to inherit the family company. Emily, meanwhile, had built her own fortune. If she asked for alimony, it would have been massive. I had 2 choices: accept reality and take what was mine, or dwell on the past and cling to old feelings. I took a deep breath, suppressing a grin. "All right," I said. "I'll sign." Emily raised an eyebrow, clearly surprised by my cooperation. I signed the papers. "Emily Lawson, let's go our separate ways. No hard feelings." The room fell silent. I expected her to say something, but she just stared at the signed document. "You not leaving?" I asked, confused. Her gaze was sharp. I casually reminded her. "Nathan's leg isn't fully healed yet, right? Maybe you should check on him." Her expression froze. My heart skipped. Was she regretting giving me all that money? Too late. I'd already signed. Emily had always put Nathan first. In college, he had been her first love, thoughtful, kind, from a single-parent household. And me? Just a jealous interference in her life. Now, with the divorce finalized, I held a fortune in my hands. The plan was simple: leave quietly, live the life I wanted, and finally indulge in the luxury I had never known. Emily slammed the hospital door behind her. I smiled faintly. Finally, the money was mine. Then my childhood friend Chloe Bennett texted me. "Did you hear Emily finally came to see you today?" I was busy counting money and ignored her. I sent her a photo of the signed divorce papers instead. "I'm single. Dinner's on me." Chloe's eyes widened. "Are you insane?" A week later, I walked out of the hospital in a designer suit. Chloe was at the door, rolling her eyes. "You actually look decent," she teased. I smiled. "Today's a good day. A very good day." And then Emily appeared, bumping into Chloe by accident. Her eyes landed on me. "You're here." I grinned. "Where's the car?" "Let's go." Chloe couldn't resist teasing. "Ryan, aren't you coming with me?" I waved her off. First, I need to deal with Emily. Easier to manage her now. Emily paused, nodded slightly. Nathan was nearby, looking apologetic. I can take you, your leg's not fully healed. I shook my head. I'm fine. I'll walk. Emily had always cared for Nathan. Even under the same roof as me, she rarely noticed me. Now, she was free to focus on him. The courthouse was quiet. Minutes later, we were called in. Emily received a call from Nathan, her voice soft. I'm outside waiting. I'll be there soon. I watched, inwardly amused. She always put him first. Finally, the divorce certificate was in my hands. I was ecstatic. Thank you, Emily, I said sincerely. Goodbye, and thank you for the money. I walked out, and Chloe waited by her red convertible. Emily hesitated. Ryan, I turned. Yes? She bit her lip, uncertain. I shrugged. Chloe grinned. Finally disappeared from her life? I smiled back. Where there's pressure, there's always an escape route. Chloe raised an eyebrow, leaning against the car with a mischievous grin. You haven't realized, she might not have completely let go of you. I raised a brow. Oh? Tell me more. She leaned in, chin resting on her hand, smirking slightly. She wanted to see you today. Otherwise, why send the keys herself? I shrugged. Divorce is divorce. Let her move forward. Chloe blinked. Well, at least you have some dignity. I returned a smile. And you, this chaos queen, never failed to entertain. I slid into her car, ready to start a new life, travel, parties, and the luxurious life I had always dreamed of. Through the rearview mirror, I saw Emily standing alone in the crowd. In the bustling city, she looked like an island unto herself. A few days later, I moved into Westbrook's most luxurious apartment. Floor-to-ceiling windows, panoramic city views, lights glittering like stars. I finally felt it, true freedom and wealth. Chloe threw a welcome party. Friends in designer outfits, champagne glasses clinking, laughter filling the air. I sat on the terrace, watching fireworks light the night sky, feeling a rare calm. Ryan, are you really going to leave the past behind? Chloe asked. I smiled. Of course. That was someone else's story. Now it's my turn to write my own. The party lasted until dawn. People raced their cars, whispered about new investments. I even imagined starting a company with my newfound fortune. Maybe charity, maybe art. And Emily? Her figure slowly faded from my vision. Perhaps one day we'd meet at some charity gala. But by then, I would no longer be a villain in a novel, just the protagonist of my own life. Chloe leaned on my shoulder, whispering with a smile. Ryan, you're finally free. I nodded, staring at the sparkling city below, feeling a peace I had never known. The fights, the jealousy, the losses, they were all a distant storm now. What I wanted was simple: freedom, wealth, and a life unbound by anyone else.